Is the mic on?
Was a minute ago.
Yep, it works.
Thank you.
fine here. Okay, before we start our meeting, legal counsel's gonna read the,
Instructions?
yes,
Very well. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the procedures, the town council would like to have you know the following. When addressing the council, please state your name and address for the record. If you are not recognized by the chair, you are not permitted to speak. Speaking from a seat in the audience is not permitted. You must present from the podium. Speaking is limited to 5 minutes, and you may speak only once on any given subject. We ask that you not repeat what others before you have said. Cell phones must be turned off while the meeting is in session. If you need to make a call, please step out of the room before using your phone. All exhibits presented to the council become the property of the town. You are advised that requests to subdivide land are only concerned as to whether the actual drawing showing the division of lots meets the technical requirements of the subdivision ordinance. Anyone wishing to make comments or to provide the town board with information regarding any subdivision petition will be given the opportunity to do so, but the town council has no authority on subdivisions. Subdivisions are the product of the Area Plan Commission. When the town council hears a request on a change for zoning, they are trying to determine if the new zone being requested and the uses allowed in that zone are appropriate to that property and supported by the comprehensive plan. With each case being heard, the area plan will have presented its report and an advisory vote has been taken by the APC. The person requesting the rezone will be given the opportunity to speak. Following that, those of you wishing to speak in favor of the rezone will be recognized, and then those who wish to oppose it will have a turn. This will be your only time to speak. The person requesting the action will be allowed a rebuttal. Town council members will then ask questions and finally vote. Please limit the statements to no more than 5 minutes and ask again that you don't repeat what others have already said. This is a 5-member body and a majority of 5 is 3. Regardless of how many members are present, at least 3 votes are required for an action to be official. The vote, by the way, on a request to rezone is a final decision of the council, which ultimately decides changes of zoning.
thank you. Okay. This is gonna be for the annex ordinance 2017-5. Mr. Chair, do you have any further to add?
Not really, but for the record, Dan Teeter, attorney of Riley, Teeter and Schreier, represent the petitioner. Steve Connors is present, and we'd be happy to respond to any questions. We also had Jim Treat come up this evening as well to respond to any questions with regard to the fiscal plan. We've asked for your approval on second reading. We believe that the fiscal plan is sufficient. Obviously, you received a notice of a lawsuit in this matter. We don't think the lawsuit is relevant to it. We think we satisfied the fiscal plan, but that's why Mr. Treat's here to answer any specific questions that you might have in regard to that. The plan, or the lawsuit does talk about sidewalks, which I think are really covered under the unified subdivision ordinance, and that would occur in the subdivision process. And we also have in the fiscal plan cost recovery fees, which are more than sufficient to pay for any water and sewer extension that would occur. Again, I go back to what Ryan has said. I think he said it so many times he needed to go on vacation, so he couldn't be.
Could you speak up, please? Could you speak up, please?
I'm speaking as loud as I can. If you can't hear me, come up here. It's a vacant piece of ground, and that's what we're asking for the annexation. Whether it's going to be subdivided, whether it's going to be rezoned is another time, another matter, and that's something that won't be decided with this. So whether we're going to need so many sidewalks, or we're going to need water and sewer, or how many lots are really going to be there until we get through that process, we're not going to know that. And with that, we're here to respond and try to help the board in any manner that we can to answer any questions that they have.
Very good.
Thank you.
With that being said, do I hear a motion to accept annexation ordinance 2017-5?
Motion to accept annex ordination 2017-5.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
It's been a motion made and properly second. Roll call vote. Ron, how do you vote?
I'll ask again, do we get a chance to talk at this meeting, or
We will not be entertaining conversation at this meeting. How do you vote?
why not?
Because this is the way it's gonna be.
The question,
We've talked over, many times over and over, and had other meetings. At this time, we're gonna take a vote. Are you gonna vote?
Is Joe talking to me?
I was going to tell you, the question has been called. That's a non-debatable, non-discussable motion. It has premier rights on the floor and must be carried forward.
So Ron, your vote, please.
I'll vote in this meeting that you cannot talk about, and I think is illegal. I will vote no to the annexation.
Ashley?
Yes.
Tyrone?
Yes.
Myself, yes. Been a motion made, properly second. Roll call's been taken, the vote of 3 to 1.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Motion carried.
I make a motion that we adjourn our special annexation meeting.
Second.
Adjourn.